If that wasn't an auto reply, it would be brilliant. In fact, I'm going to copy that and have that be my immediate response to troll a troll. You come for me. Thank you so much for your message. I will take that under advisement. Hey, shout out to all of our subscribers and members here on the channel. This is Who Raised Y'all, where we highlight those unique individuals going above and beyond to make our society worse. You know, the kinds of people you'll see asking to speak to the manager at the pearly gates.
I want to talk to the manager.
Now, one thing we know is our world is littered with failed trolls.
If you want to understand how insane racist lies like the pet eating story go from the dark corners of the interwebs to the brain of Donald John Trump, just look at the people he's surrounding himself with. People like Laura Loomer. And just the other day, she posted that if Kamala Harris wins the election, the White House will smell like curry and speeches will be facilitated via a call center. Racist much? And yet, here is what Trump said about Loomer when asked about her proximity to the campaign.
Laura's been a supporter of mine, just like a lot of people are supporters, and she's been a supporter of mine. She speaks very positively of the campaign. I'm not sure why you asked that question, but Laura is a supporter. I don't control Laura. Laura has to say what she wants.
Your allies have expressed
spirit.
concern.
Well, I don't know. I mean, look, I can't tell Laura what to do. Laura's a supporter. I have a lot of supporters.
Hey, bitch, we control your bodies. Guess what? Guys win again, okay? Men win again. And yes, we control your bodies. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. Hi, I'm your Republican congressman. It's your body, my choice. And men, women again. Men win again. There will never, ever be a female president. Never. There will never be a female president, ever. It's over. Glass ceiling. Dude, it's a ceiling made of fucking bricks. You will never break it. Your stupid face keeps hitting the brick ceiling. We will keep you down forever. You will never control your own bodies. You will never be the president of the global empire. Never gonna happen, sweetie. Your body, our choice.
I have a question.
Okay, what's your question?
Why did you say that the civil rights bill should be overturned?
I didn't say that. I said it was a mistake.
Why? That's crazy.
Now you gotta figure it out.
I wouldn't be here. That's trouble.
Exactly.
So MAGA came here to say that life was better before the Civil Rights Act.
Got it.
Got it.
And that's just the lobby at Mar-a-Lago. But not only do we know that we have a country full of failed trolls, we also know that coming for Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett is a very dubious proposition, be it Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Do you know what we're here for? You know we're here about AG.
I don't think you know what you're here for.
Well, you the one talking about.
I think your fake eyelashes are messing up.
No,
what you're
ain't
reading.
nothing.
Hold on.
Listen.
Order.
Mr. Chairman,
That's beneath
would
even
you
your
please
history,
bring-
Ms. Crockett.
I'm just curious, just to better understand your ruling. If someone on this committee then starts talking about somebody's bleach blonde, bad built butch body, that would not be engaging in personalities, correct?
A what now?
Chairman, I make a motion to strike those words.
I don't think that's
Hold on.
part of
I'm trying to find clarification on what qualifies.
Chairman, motion to strike
I had
those
no idea
words.
what you just said.
We're not gonna do this. Look, you guys earlier literally just said
You
that-
just voted to do
Y'all
it.
did it first, so you don't want to talk about
voted
it.
to do it.
Order.
I'm trying to get clarification.
Look at calm down.
No, because this
I
is
would
what
like
y'all
to get
do.
through proceedings.
So I'm trying to
Hey,
get
Ms.
clarification.
Crockett, you're not recognized.
Nancy Mace.
Interesting that we're having this hearing, and I know one thing that I have learned so far is that while freshman orientation just ended, we need a course on what the census is for, because we have people sitting in Congress and have no idea what the census is for. And so I do appreciate that you have talked about what the funding is for.
Oh no, don't get up and Nancy Mace. Don't get up and leave. No, we talking about you. Or Clancy Moose.
I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, trans, trans so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or not.
Do not call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I'm 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
ever
I
Order,
am
will.
please.
reclaiming my
Let's go.
time.
You will not do that. I
Order.
am not a
Chairman,
child.
I am
not a
reclaiming
child.
my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman,
People play on the fact that they can make money. I literally had my team look up her FEC documents because in my soul, I was like, you must be broke. She's not exactly broke, but I have 3 times as much money on hand. She needs some more money. So this was about money. And the idea that you would do it at the expense of children or the idea that you would do it at the expense of one of your colleagues is a problem.
Well, now we have a very special moment when worlds collide. What happens when a failed troll comes for Jasmine Crockett?
It would seem with Donald Trump winning re-election, it made a bunch of people feel like now they can write checks and Donald Trump will cash them, and that's not how that works.
Now, first of all, I want to give a shout out to Tizzy. Does a fantastic job on social media. You guys should definitely follow him on all platforms. But I'm going to disagree with you. You write a check to Donald Trump, he definitely going to cash it. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure Donald Trump would try and cash a check that you wrote to anybody.
Allow me to give you an example. This lovely person is Jasmine Crockett. She's a representative from the state of Texas. Recently, she found that she had some message requests on one of her social media profiles. On December 5th of last year, this person opened with, F you, racist C-word.
That's how you're going to open a conversation? Now, I'm trying to figure out exactly what kind of response were you looking for when you lead with something like that? You know what I mean? That is where I try and get into the trolls' mindset. Like, was she supposed to receive that and be like, you know what, you right. Let me change the way that I govern the people of Texas because of what you think. And don't even get me started with leading with racist when your only interaction is what you just said. But she's racist. That's Maga. I know exactly what he had on when he wrote that message.
And she had that like auto reply set up. So it replied to them. And the very next day, December 6th, they said, F you, nasty racist C-word.
Now let's go to that auto reply. Hi, thanks for contacting us. We've received your message and appreciate you reaching out. If that wasn't an auto reply, it would be brilliant. In fact, I'm going to copy that and have that be my immediate response to troll a troll. You come for me. Thank you so much for your message. I will take that under advisement. Who gets that triggered by an auto reply? Who gets that triggered over an auto reply? Like, you realize if you didn't already think that you were going to be talking to anybody, now you know that you're not going to be talking to anybody, and you decide to ratchet up the just how unhinged you are. Don't send him a robocall during dinner. No, he liable to turn the whole table over.
And then I guess they got upset that she didn't respond. So a month later, on January 7th, they said, you will get yours, racist.
Now, are you still talking to Jasmine Crockett, or are you talking about the automated system? Is the AI the racist now, or who? What exactly? And by the way, what exactly is the meaning of you will get yours? Is that a threat? That sounds not like a threat to me. If we had an operational justice system, they would look into that, but we don't. I see why he felt comfortable doing that.
Followed by, your time is coming, C-word. And then on January 9th, when they hadn't heard back, they followed up with racist C-word, will get what you deserve. And again, the automatic response replied to them. To which he said, racist, 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 racist.
So it's kind of like saying Candyman or Bloody Marys. Like, you type racist, all caps, 7 times in a row, and then a real person appears. You know what I mean? That turns the automated system into the person that you wanted to summon. So I was able to summon Jasmine Crockett with the capital racist 7 times in a row. I just wanted to work through, you know, some of the top layer of my anger before I went and summoned her. So that's why that's kind of buried deep into the messages right there. By the way, we haven't even gotten to my favorite part.
Then followed that with, can you get any dumb racist C word? Then there was a response. I'm not sure if
we gotta break this. We gotta break this down. So you went with, can you get any dumb racist C word? So you calling her stupid was grammatically incorrect. Let's start there. Let's also then move immediately to the fact that you are responding to the messages that you have received from the automated system. I thought it was clear up to this point that you were not talking to a human being, but what you have just informed us is that you actually believe that Jasmine Crockett was sending those messages by virtue of, can you get any dumb racist C word? You can't make this up. Unfortunately, I have watched this video before and I know this man is employed, but I need to know how. I need to know how. This is the point where you can convince me that we actually have a target unemployment rate, because some people don't need to have their hands nowhere on a functional society.
Someone on her staff responded this, or if this was one of the auto responses.
Now, the auto responses have been on point up till now, but where they try and send him merch, well done. Well done. You know what? I bet they had a couple different auto replies. Somebody's in there programming them auto replies, because somebody was like, he mad now. Wait till I send him to the Clapback Collection.
But he didn't like it. He said, dumbest racist in Congress. Don't worry, we'll make sure it's your lady, you racist C-word. I'm not sure what all that means.
Nobody is, Tizzy. Nobody is. Least of all, him.
But at this point, it feels like he got tired of just the misogyny and was like, I should throw in some racial stuff too. So he said, flip that weave some more when you speak, and it will probably fall off dumb racist C-word.
Now, if you just want a litmus test on where we're at as a society, I've already outlined a litany of knuckle draggers who then go pick up their phone to decide to be racist and tell us that we are not qualified to do anything. Here you have the man who incorrectly tried to claim that she was stupid, apparently thinks he's talking to a real person, but is perfectly okay to go with flip that weave some more. That's where we at. That is where we at. This is a perfect moment for that Lyndon B. Johnson quote, isn't it? Because if this ain't the lowest, we can see it from here.
And then this morning, he wrote, nasty racist, dumb C-word, rotten hell nasty B, you are bald, and that weave is fake and nasty.
All I know is you better have a lustrous mane when we see you. That is all. You better be looking Fabio-ish. You better be looking fabish. We gonna call it fabish. You better be looking fabish when we see you. What is your obsession with women's hair? That is odd. I don't even think Tyler Perry spends this much time thinking about women's hair. He definitely don't spend this much time thinking about men's hair.
Now, faceless trolls send messages like this all the time, and I'm sure she's received her fair share. What's a little bit different here is he sent these all on Facebook, and he sent them from his publicly available personal Facebook account that has his name and his picture, in fact, multiple pictures, and where he lives. And between his name and where he lives and what he looks like, it was like super easy to find his LinkedIn.
Are you bald? This man is bald. This man is bald. The man, called as an insult. Now, we say that every accusation is an admission, but it don't never turn around this fast. Also looks like he is an incident management supervisor. Well, Shawn, we got an incident. We got an incident. You did not manage it well. You did not manage. You have to be demoted. You managed this incident extremely poorly.
Where he's listed as an incident management supervisor who works for Comcast in Westland, Michigan.
He works for Comcast. Now, some of this stuff is starting to make sense now. Yeah. No, because I had an outage. I had an outage in 2014, and I went to I filed an incident report, and now I get it. Now
if you go looking for this right now, he's hidden this page. He got wise to it like an hour ago. But I saw all of this before he knew it was coming.
Now, Shawn, you went and hid your page. Now, I clearly I gave you too much credit. That much is clear. But you went and hid your page after they found you from the messages you sent from your publicly available Facebook page with all your information on it. You had an opportunity to stand on business. You know what I mean? You had an opportunity to do that. But since you have now decided to go private, now what you are communicating is that litany of racist and sexist messages where you wanted to make it clear just how stupid you thought Jasmine Crockett was not intended to be sent from your publicly available Facebook page with all your information on it. Here I thought you being unable to type out a single sentence calling her stupid correctly would be the low moment for you. Nah, it's this.
And so, Shawn, I do have a question. I saw pictures of you and your lovely wife, although the last picture of the two of you together is 2022. So I'm curious if you guys have split, only because some of the language that you're using. I feel like if anyone spoke to your wife or say your mother or a woman you cared about in that way, you would have a serious problem with it. I would hope you would.
Now he's cooking right here. There is such a suspended disbelief, a cone of deniability around some of the sexism and misogyny that has been rife in our society and the right wing, with women claiming that it's all good. This is apparently what they want. They don't believe in what we see as clear sexism and misogyny. I just want to see what they got to say. You know what I mean? I would love to know.
Yeah, you seemed real comfortable talking that way. So do you speak to your wife that way? How about the people you work with at Comcast? Do any of the women you work with at Comcast, do you speak to them that way? You're an incident management supervisor. You're dealing with incidents with customers. Some of those are women. Do you speak to them that way? If they're Black women, do you comment on their weaves? Do you talk about them being bald?
And while we're on the topic, do you know when you are speaking to a real live person or not? Is that a skill that you possess? Because I question it. I think we're spending a lot of time pursuing incidents that are automated. You know what I mean? That might be why some of these charges is high as they are.
I feel like this is the kind of stuff that corporations really don't like their employees doing. It's going to be a bad Friday, bud. But I tell you what, I'm hoping that you can serve as something of a cautionary tale to others. If you write the checks, you will cash them. And Donald Trump ain't going to save you.
Well, he might. I can't put that past Donald Trump any more than I could put him not cashing that check past Donald Trump. I mean, this is the man who just released the J6 hostages while when questioned about some of those that were violent, claimed we would look into it. Oh, after the fact?
You would agree that it's never acceptable to assault a police officer,
Sure.
right?
So then if I can, among those you pardoned, DJ Rodriguez, he drove a stun gun into the neck of a DC police officer who was abducted by the mob that day. He later confessed on video to the FBI and pleaded guilty for his crimes. Why does he deserve a pardon?
Well, I don't know. Was it a pardon? Because we're looking at commutes and we're looking at pardons. Okay, well, we'll take a look at everything.
This man out here signing pardons, having no idea what they are.
Next, we have a set of pardons for peaceful pro-life protesters who were prosecuted by the Biden administration for exercising their First Amendment rights.
Do you know how many?
I believe it's 23, sir.
23 people were prosecuted. They should not have been prosecuted. Many of them are elderly people. They should not have been prosecuted. This is a great honor to sign this. They'll be very happy. So they're all in prison now?
Some are out of custody.
It's ridiculous.
You know we can see you, right? We know you have no idea what you just signed. Yeah, these are pro-life protesters, advocates. They really enjoyed that movie. They thought that Django Leg probably should have got a little bit more screen time. And quite frankly, they thought Martin was unfair. They thought Martin was a little unfair to Eddie Murphy all throughout that movie. Now, we do have an update. Jasmine Crockett posted, I woke up this morning and my cell phone was buzzing ad nauseum. I looked and discovered that for over a month, a very deranged man, and I didn't even bring that up. He was talking to himself. He had worked himself into a tizzy. Was that his outlet? Was that really his outlet? That was just how he was coping with life. That was his outlet. I think he used the Jasmine Crockett chat as therapy. I think his life coach was like, you just need to find an outlet for your anger. And he was like, all right, I'm just, that's the only thing I can think of. For over a month, was he sending these messages like at work? Was he sending them on the way home? Was he waking up in the morning, sending them right out the shower? Especially the 7 racists in a row. You kept checking that phone. Had she answered mine? No, let's go with it again. Racist. All right, I'm gonna get out a couple hours. I'm gonna take the kids to soccer practice, and then if she hadn't answered by the time I come back from soccer practice, then I'm just gonna go with racist C in all caps. I looked and discovered that for over a month, a very deranged man had been sending me harassing and threatening messages. Googled his name and state and discovered that he worked for Comcast as a supervisor. The video tells the story, except there were even more messages that I didn't even post. There were more messages? I might have to do an update to this one. We got to look for the more messages. Those weren't all the messages? And also, I know some people are listening and feeling bad for Comcast that they got dragged into this. Well, guess what? They hired him. Apparently, he's still there. He was able to maintain employment through this meltdown. Watch the video to get the story, but I'm posting to say thank you to the CC's, aka Crockett's crew, best I could come up with, as well as Comcast. This ordeal started this morning and by close of business, he was fired. Comcast reached out to me and publicly rebuked his behavior as well. All right. Well, shout out to Comcast. That is well done. Not only that they took care of him, but also that they reached out to Jasmine Crockett. That is how that should be handled. Unfortunately, based on the landscape of social media, we certainly can't expect that it's going to be handled this way by the platforms themselves.
Please understand that TikTok's decision to name Trump in the notification is a choice. They are signaling that they are privately collaborating. They have agreed to privately collaborate with Donald Trump and the Trump administration. And for all of those concerns that people were saying that TikTok is going to be used as a propaganda tool by the Chinese, understand they're using it as a propaganda tool for the right. Now, I want you all to put all the pieces together, because what this effectively means is that every social media platform, mass social media platform in the United States has been taken over by the right wing, with the exception of Blue Sky, but Blue Sky is still very small, relatively. So when I say put the pieces together, Elon Musk took over Twitter, and there's open reporting. It's pretty obvious as well that they have manipulated the algorithms. They've artificially manipulated the algorithms to boost right-wing content on X and to amplify harassment. Then you have Meta. So you have Mark Zuckerberg, and I know we're on Instagram right now, saying that they're basically also bending the knee to Trump with their changes to fact-checking, regardless on how effective that was in the first place. It's an open signal. And now TikTok is now saying, hey, we are agreeing, we will use our push notification system for all 170 million American users to promote Donald Trump. Just understand that government announcements like this with companies, they never name politicians. They will usually name law or policy. TikTok is making an explicit agreement to do this. And if I were a betting person, they probably are making a deal with Donald Trump to not just use these push notifications. They probably would consider algorithmic changes, which is ironic because the time when people voted for the TikTok ban, there was a lot, it was in the environment was because there was a lot of pro-Palestinian content. And that argument was being used as being somehow anti-American, which, you know, human rights, I guess supporting human rights is somehow bad. This is what 21st century fascism is starting to look like. Republicans really model themselves after Orban's Hungary. And so you can look to see how Viktor Orban runs Hungary to get a taste of how they will try to govern and control media and companies in the United States. And this is kind of an entree to that. As far as what we do, you know, this is a time of experimentation. A lot of people will still use platforms, can still use platforms, but I also look towards places where you have more ownership as well and develop your audiences there. Like Blue Sky, you own your audiences at protocol, decentralized protocol, newsletters, email.
And since this happened on Facebook.
Hey Meta, so what the fuck is this? Yeah, that is the search bar of my Grammygram. That is the Republican hashtag. All those videos you see underneath, very interesting. This right here is the Democrat hashtag. This is the Republican hashtag. That is the Democrat hashtag. You know what's crazy is I don't believe these type of things until they happen to me. One of my followers pointed this out. They said, hey, I clicked on your hashtag. It's acting sus. And I said, let me check. And I clicked on it. Sure enough, they were right. That is what I got. You know what else happened to me that I didn't believe and I thought was just a rumor until it happened to me? This. I have never, on this account, ever followed you. Ever. So this is very sus. I saw this circulating around and everyone was talking about it and I said, is this a rumor? Apparently not. They're forcing us to just follow this account. That's psychotic.
Yes, unfortunately, this is what we're all going to have to contend with a little bit more moving forward. At least online. Those people in Shawn's life don't got to worry about it no more. Comcast productivity should go way up. I wonder if we get a discount or something like that. I should get some extra channels or something. Well, they got like a Black History Month channel or something they could give us through February to apologize for Shawn. I already got a Black History channel. It's PBS. Shout out to y'all. Hey, I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. First of all, thanks to an overwhelming response when I asked whether or not you guys would want to potentially move my weekly Tuesday 2 p.m. live tonight. You guys said you did. We tried it last week and it was amazing. So we're going to keep that going for the next week or two. So look for those Tuesday lives to be at night, probably 8 o'clock. There'll also be some members only lives as well. I tried that, and lo and behold, I can just go live anytime. That is spectacular. So look for some members only lives as well, some polls on that side of things as well. I also have a brand new email for you that is admin@reesewaters.com. Just in case you want a quick response, you can email admin@reesewaters.com, and I can pretty much guarantee it will be quicker. It will be quicker than the other one. We also have a bunch of merch ideas that you guys have sent in. Some of them are phenomenal. So we went and got some people to help us with the merch. So I'm really excited about some of the stuff that we have on the horizon. You can check all of that out at reesewaters.com. Also, shout out to the new subscribers and members here on the channel, as well as those that have been helping me out. That is Regina, who's been helping me out immensely with research, and our moderators, Mariana and Dank, as well as our head moderator, Miss Ray. I'm extremely grateful for you guys. A whole lot more to come.